Okay, my bread has been rising for at least 14 hours, in which is time to cook. So I'm gonna go ahead, as you can see, I'm gonna have to pull this apart and mold it, but I'm gonna have to get my mat ready and put some flour on it. So let me go ahead and heat the oven up and get this started. Okay, I'm about to heat the oven up to 475. I'm gonna preheat it and let it get hot. And here's the cast iron 2-quart that I'm gonna be using for the bread. So I have my oven that's gonna preheat up to 475 with the Dutch oven in the center. I need to clean my oven. I'll do that till later. Okay, it's early morning. I'm exhausted. I've been up all night, and so I am extremely exhausted. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put some flour on this mat. And I don't have my scraper, but I'm gonna put this out on the mat. This is black pepper bread. And it's very sticky. It might be a little too sticky. I should have had, golly, I should have did this first. I should have had a little flour that's poured into the, let me use this, well, let me get something. Probably don't need to use this much flour, but because it's so sticky, I need to mold this bread dough a little bit. And then I'm gonna have to put it into the cast iron. This is my first time making this bread in the cast iron, so we're gonna see how this is gonna come out. Knead this, pinch this bread together, and we're gonna definitely a lot better, not as sticky. So I didn't need as much. Probably use maybe a tablespoon of the flour. This is bread flour. And so once my cast iron has been preheated to temperature, I will be putting this inside. So you're pinching and folding, pinching and folding. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me, I had to sneeze away. Oh goodness, something's in the air. Okay, so we're gonna wait till it's preheated. I'll be right back. So as you can see, when the dough rise, you pretty much take all of the dough out of the container, and you knead it for about a few minutes. And once it's all kneaded, you let it sit until your cast oven has been preheated to 475. And then we'll stick it in there for about 15 minutes where it's good and hot. So okay, I am really just getting moving good. And so I'm ready to put this bread in the oven. But before I'm gonna knead it just a little bit more, and I'm gonna put it in the cast iron skillet. I am exhausted, so I'm just waking up good. It's about 9:30, and I just changed my clothes because I'm ready to head to the gym. I have been missing in action at the gym, and so I'm gonna go in today, even though I have quite a few other activities scheduled. Okay. I don't want to use too much flour because I don't want to change. Just want to be able to, it's not so sticky and sticking to my hands. That's actually, I'm going to use a little flour. I'm just going to put this in the oven. This cast iron has been preheated to 475. Putting on my glove and my mitt. So this has been preheated. We'll set the cast iron in the oven. Okay, I'm turning my oven back on after 20 minutes. The oven is good and hot. So I'm gonna lift this top, see what's going on. Well, somewhat bacon. Okay, but it's not done. So I'm gonna take this top off. Probably should have formed it. Probably should have formed it a little bit better. But this is my first time, we're just learning, so we'll know next time. I'm gonna put it back in for about 15-20 minutes and let it brown up. Okay, I took the top off, and so this is what the bread looks like. But I should have formed it a little better, and I'm gonna do that better next time, since this is my first experience with baking bread in the oven with the cast iron. Okay, I'm gonna take this bread out. I have about 4 minutes left, so it didn't quite go all the way to 30 minutes. So I'm gonna take this out and put some butter on it and see. We're gonna let it rest for a minute. So I have it on a rack, and I'm gonna let it rest. I just took the bread out of the hot cast iron Dutch oven, and I'm gonna let it rest for a few. So yes, then I'm gonna cut it up. I'm gonna put some butter on this. Yes, looks good, smells good. I forgot to mention, the reason why this looks small is because it is small. This is only about a 1 pound loaf, if that. So it's really made for like 2 people. This is a crusted bread that is just called black pepper bread. And so it's only made for like 2 people. You're supposed to eat it in 1 day or 1 or 2 days. Usually when you make fresh homemade bread, you don't allow it, you don't really keep it for like 3 or 4 days. There's no preservatives in the bread. It's all natural. So you want to eat it within a couple of days. If not, then what you want to do is use the bread maybe as breadcrumbs or in maybe one of your recipes or something like that, so it's not wasted. But yes, I'm going to put some butter on this. I am actually going to microwave a little small portion of butter and put it on here. I'm going to try it. So I'm going to take some butter and put it on the bread. I actually should have had my camera on the tripod versus me holding it, but that's okay. I'm in a rush. I kind of have to, I'm ready to go to the gym this morning. And so this has been a process. Well, the good thing about baking fresh bread is that you know how to do it versus relying on the grocery store. And so that's a great thing to learn. This is what they used to do back in the olden days, is bake fresh bread as opposed to buying it from the store. Of course, with the store, with preservatives inside it just so that it can last the amount of time that it does. With fresh baked bread, it's best to eat it within a couple of days. So actually you can see, so that looks delicious and it smells delicious. So yes, that looks good. It smells so good. I'm gonna cut this open in a minute. So as you can see, my bread is complete. It looks delicious, good and brown, has butter all over it. I'm gonna cut into this and see. Hear that crunch? Oh yes. Normally we eat this probably for dinner with maybe soup and salad or something like that. Oh, this is good. Oh gosh, it's good and hot. I don't know if you see the steam that came off that bread. So yes, it's good and hot. So this is fresh baked yolk loaf. Look at that. That looks delicious. And it's good and buttery. As you can see, I have butter on here. Oh my gosh. You can probably, if you want to eat it with some jam in the morning or preservatives, feel free to do so. I'm gonna try it. That's good. That's good. Well, I'm gonna put this in the bag because, of course, like I said, I'm good to head to the gym. I finished the bread. I'm gonna actually make another batch so that it can be ready for making some cauliflower soup this week. And so the bread can go with that. This was actually delicious. I will be doing this again. Next time I will be shaping it a little bit better so that it fits in the Dutch oven and it's a more round loaf. But it doesn't matter. If the dough has risen and you want to bake in this lopsided or what have you, it will probably still come out good. So you have to, excuse me, I'm gonna get ready to go. Probably cut me up an apple before I ready to leave. But that is really good. I like that. This is the first time I actually tasting black pepper bread. Tastes really good. Well, this bread was so good that I'm gonna continue to eat this once life. I already wrapped the bread already. It's good and warm inside the plastic. And so I'm gonna finish eating this, and then I'm gonna head out. See you soon. Thank you and welcome to my channel. Feel free to like and subscribe. You'll see a lot of different. So I'm getting my husband to taste test. And hopefully he won't act up like he normally does. I already put that, hold on, I already put the knife in. Okay, I got my husband up. I'm getting ready to get him to try this. He's not good with seasonings and things like that, but I'm getting him to try this black pepper loaf. He went and got his pesto and everything else out. I'm like, it's early in the morning. There's definitely a crust to it. Oh yeah. See, I want you to feel the texture of it so you can. You don't have a knife to spread it too. Okay. What'd you think about it?
Soft.
So you want a knife for your pesto? He got to go overboard in the morning. He put some type of glaze on it. So good. That's a balsamic glaze? Yeah, okay. And a pesto? Yeah, this is delicious. This is just enough for me and my husband. Sometimes, you make a big loaf, you got to eat the whole thing, but that's just enough. So for us, so I'm going to do some different variety breads as well. Then I'm going to head out in a second. I gotta lift my camera up a little bit.
Good.
Good, isn't it?
Crunchy outer, soft inner.
I tasted it. It's good. I tried it. It's good.
Oh, you made 2 of them?
No, I made one, but I ate I don't never eat the ends of bread, but I ate the end of it. I was like, oh, this is pretty tasty.
Taste it with this on it.
Okay. That basil good. That basil is good. Basil and pesto. Basil pesto.
It's the best one I ever had.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna be trying this quite a bit. Delicious bread. What you say, Richard?
I'd say it balances out the pepper part really well.
This is delicious. Oh my goodness. I think we're gonna eat the bread up before we were supposed to be for later. I'm like trying it. I'm like, oh my goodness. So make mine like yours. This with this balsamic glaze and basil pesto is absolutely delicious. So I just finished cutting up an apple too because I'm taking that with me. But this is what we're gonna have. This is what I'm gonna have for breakfast this morning. So my husband's actually sharing the results of the bread. My taste tester today. It's actually really delicious.
Yeah, it is.